North Canton Special Planning Commission meeting. It is July 9th, 2025, and it is 6:01 p.m. First thing on the agenda is our roll call.
Mr. Dalpace?
Here.
Mr. Mahousen?
Here.
Mr. Sarah?
Here.
Mr. LePage?
Here.
Mr. Reed?
Here. Okay, next on the agenda is our minutes for consideration. This would be submitting the April 22nd, 2025 meeting minutes for approval.
I'll make a motion to approve the April 22nd, 2025 meeting minutes.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a second. Okay.
Mr. Reed?
Yes.
Mr. LePage?
Yes.
Mr. Sarah?
Yes.
Mr. Mahousen?
Yes.
Mr. Dalpace?
Yes. Okay, next on the agenda is our adjudication hearing, and unfortunately I will have to recuse myself from both the items presented tonight, so at this time I'll pass it over to Mr. Sarah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, first is the adjudication hearing application CU. Switched it over.
Oh, I'm sorry. So sorry. One second. Here we go.
All right, let me start over. So, application CUSE-25-4, 5455 Market Avenue, North Canton. Conditional use permit request to expand sports ministry by adding 3 exterior and sand volleyball courts and 4 light poles. Do we have someone representing the church to review this? Please state your name and address.
I'm Jeff Barber at 1730 Glenmar Oval, southeast North Canton. And I'm the architect who did the drawings. And I also worked on the original building, and we switched zoning to parks and institutional at that time because we knew of our sports ministry that we would have, which we have had. And our original site plan did have 6 volleyball courts, and we are asking to do 3 at this point. And so we're meeting all the requirements, far enough away from the property line for the sports field. And we also got approval of a 30-foot pole because the zoning calls for 20. And I guess I'm here to answer any technical questions. We have 3 members of the committee, and I don't know if they want to speak or any of them want to speak, or if you want to ask them questions.
Okay, I'll turn it over to the Planning Commission. Questions from the commission?
It's like when the one picture, like the lights more generated towards the court. It's not really going to affect any of the neighbors.
That's right. And if you have all the section drawings, but your zoning calls for less than a ½ foot candle at the property line. We're at a 1/10 of a foot candle in the drawings from Bob Horn, electrical engineer, and his lighting subs. And then if you can pull up the section I showed there, that we're at the 4 corners and we're aiming in, and so with the LED cutoff technology, the light's going to be on the court. It's not going to be all over the neighborhood. That's the goal right there. You can see the lines, and just bring my light pointer right up. They'll be focused to the court perimeter from both ends, and we're also using excess dirt to create like sound mounts to stop the sound from going to the neighborhood. And then also another thing that we didn't talk about at the last meeting, there's already a row of trees that will block any light that that they might have seen anyway.
Any other questions? Any questions from the audience? For your recommendation for the city?
Yeah, as Mr. Barber had indicated, the zoning is parks and institution, and the proposed use is a conditional use. And as, again, indicated, the original plans did have the volleyball courts, but did not have the lighting as part of that. So before you is the conditional use to have the lit volleyball courts. The approval that Mr. Barber had referred to was the Zoning Board of Appeals to exceed the maximum height for the light poles. That was granted. There was some residents that I was expecting here tonight that was concerned about the light, as this would have been a better forum for them to bring up their concerns. But it seemed more of timing was, perhaps there was some follow-up there on that conversation. It seemed like it was headed that way too, but in general, or in short, I should say, staff does find it consistent with the ordinance and does recommend an approval, and there may be some consideration for some time limits of the lights, which I think was already incorporated into the plan anyhow. And I'm happy to answer any questions.
Mr. Barber, can you verify the light usage? Is that part of this agreement that you're going to shut off the lights at a certain time?
Oh, yes.
That's probably more a question for me. My name's Tim Zorns. I'm one of the sports directors at First Friends Church. Our plan for the courts is not for public use, like all night long, etc. We run leagues on a scheduled basis, and so our leagues are scheduled to end at 10 o'clock. And so even if games run late, people, are wrapping up and going to their vehicles and heading out, we shut the lights off. We plan to have our lights off around 10:30 most days, or earlier.
Can you pull up the site plan? The one that shows the properties around there.
There's a bigger, or a zoomed out site plan too. This is the detailed site plan. It should be that one, yeah. So it's 188 feet from the court to the property line to the west.
So, where that's located against the Monticello allotment,
Well, it's 188 feet away. Not
from
against-
the allotment line,
Pardon me?
from the property line.
Yes, from where the allotment starts, at 188 feet. It's taking the place of the one softball field that we've not needed as much, and it's also always had a drainage problem, so we're gonna solve it with this construction.
Any other questions from the commission? Okay, if there's no other discussions, I will ask for a motion.
I'll motion to approve the application as submitted. Forgive me, I don't have the application number in front of me. CUSE 25-4.
Is there a second?
I second.
Okay, roll call?
Mr. LePage?
Yes.
Mr. Reed?
Yes.
Mr. Sarah?
Yes.
Mr. Mahousen?
Yes.
Okay, and it passes. Next item on the agenda.
Well, thank you all for,
Thank you.
or is there something else for us, or?
One more item.
Oh,
So now we have a public hearing, which will be the development review application number DPLN-25-4, which is located at 5455 Market Avenue, North Canton. A development review for conditional use permit application CUSE-25-4 to expand the sports ministry by adding 3 exterior sand volleyball courts and 4 light poles, as Mr. Barber just presented. Anything else, Mr. Barber, you would like to add?
No, what's the focus of these 2 items? Let me address my comments to that.
So the adjudication hearing was the conditional use. That's to review it for any conditions, consistency with the neighborhood, that type of thing. The development review is more looking at the landscaping, how it fits in the property and the appearance. And you had indicated that the screening is existing with the trees. Those types of things are items for discussion at this point.
And we're way beyond the 40-foot minimum,
Right.
sport field,
Right.
So, as far as the screening, I mean, there is a row along the property edge currently, right?
That's correct.
And I believe, aren't they arborvitaes or?
Well, there's pine trees and deciduous trees mixture.
Okay. And you are providing a mound for sound?
Yeah.
Questions from the commission? Questions? Questions from the audience? None. Recommendation from the city?
As we talked about during the conditional use, the lighting does appear to be in compliance with the North Canton ordinance, as well as the development plan as part of that. As such, staff recommends an approval.
Okay, do I have a motion?
I'll motion to approve the development review application DPLN-25-4 as submitted.
I'll second that.
Mr. Reed?
Yes.
Mr. LePage?
Yes.
Mr. Sarah?
Yes.
Mr. Mahousen?
Yes.
All right. I don't think there's any other issue or business tonight, correct? So do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that. All in favor?